Today, Mars is a frozen wasteland, a silent monument to a time long past. But 3.5 billion years ago, it may have been a living, breathing world. 3.5 billion years ago, Mars' oceans shimmered under an ancient sun, rivers carved great valleys, and an atmosphere clung to the sky. What if animals evolved here, a lost Eden long before Earth's giants ever walked? This is the story of a lost world, the creatures of ancient Mars. For a brief moment in cosmic time, Mars looked far more like Earth. Vast river systems cut through the land, great lakes spread across valleys, and a northern ocean may have covered half the planet. With water came possibility, the perfect stage for life to begin its long, slow march. Our journey begins in the oceans of ancient Mars, where the first creatures of this world emerged. If animals ever existed here, they began in the oceans. Imagine armored crawlers with iridescent scales scuttling across the seabed like living jewels. Pulsating, jellyfish-like drifters floated in the currents, their bodies filled with luminescent gases. And in the rivers, armored fish with intricate fins patrolled the dark waters. It could have been a Cambrian explosion of its own, alien yet strangely familiar, with a symphony of rustles and clicks echoing through the water. Now let's step onto the crimson soil of Mars, alongside the ancient pioneers that may have walked here first. Just like life on Earth once crawled out of the oceans onto land, maybe early life on Mars also came out of the water and reached its red shores. Sleek-bodied amphibians, their moist patterned skin, a vibrant tapestry of life, dragged themselves onto the soil. And in the skies, insects took flight. Lower gravity allowed wings to grow wide and thin, turning dragonfly-like hunters into soaring aerial giants. Their arrival would have been a silent revolution, signaling life's conquest of a new frontier. In these crimson waters, survival was never guaranteed. For every shadow hid a predator. Where prey thrives, predators stake their claim. Picture reptile-like hunters, armored in crimson scales, lurking beside the rivers. Their long limbs, built for bounding in weaker gravity, allowed them to strike with terrifying speed and a silent, deadly precision. Above them, insects with wingspans larger than birds may have dominated the skies, casting long shadows on the smaller creatures below. Every second was a battle for survival. Ancient Mars may have supported a delicate but complex ecosystem. Amphibians found safety and food in the wetlands, and insect-like creatures thrived on the nutrients from primitive plants. Every creature played its part in a great cycle of nature we know here on Earth: eat, survive, reproduce. But Mars was doomed. Without a strong magnetic field, its atmosphere was slowly stripped away by the sun's fury. The rivers dried into ghostly channels, the oceans vanished into the void, and temperatures plunged. The animals, if they ever walked here, either retreated to an existence deep underground or perished in the dust. A world that might have thrived fell silent. Could fossils still be waiting? Locked deep within Martian rock, perhaps traces of shells, bones, or imprints remain, silent witnesses of a time when Mars was alive. Every rover we send searches not just for signs of microbes, but for the faintest whispers of this lost world. The story is buried beneath the dust, waiting to be found. If animals truly once thrived on Mars, it means life is not unique to Earth. It means the universe may be full of worlds that rise, flourish, and fall, their stories lost to time. And if we find them, what will their story tell us? Not just about Mars, but about the fragile and tenacious nature of life itself. One thing is certain, life is tenacious. And if it ever took root on Mars, its story remains buried beneath the dust. Would you walk alongside these ancient Martian creatures? Subscribe to Wild Gleam and join us as we uncover the wonders and the what-ifs of our wild universe.